What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Park Visions, and in today's video we're going to be talking about an interesting thing that's going around right now here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and that's going to be a trademark that we've seen for one of the beloved coasters, Verbolten, one of the fan favorites here at the park. And in this video I'm going to be talking about what we can see from this trademark, what the process can look like, and what we can gather from the trademark with it live and pending. But if you want to see more stuff like this from Park Visions, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any other things on Park Visions. And enough talking, let's get into today's video. Before we get into the major thing, the important aspect of the video, we're going to talk about the stuff leading up to the important topic of the video. Well, Kevin, if you don't know, Kevin is the park president here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. At the media days and slash events, he was telling us that the park in general wants to do a lot of things with a lot of the beloved coasters at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and coasters that people would love to see get some touch-ups, some revamps, and some re-themes down the line for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And then a year later and a couple months later, Busch Gardens Williamsburg started giving out surveys, which led up to a lot of different ideas of re-theme slash revamps for major coasters slash beloved coasters at the park. And as you can see right here, these coasters are Pantheon, Verbolten, and Apollo's Chariot. So these coasters are the ones that were handpicked and are beloved at the park from guests at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And if you want to see this post for yourself, you could go check it out on my Instagram. So these coasters were the most beloved at the park. So these were chosen to get some huge revamps slash rethemes in the future for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. But one of these actually is very sooner than you think. And that's going to be Verbolten, which we're going to talk about right now, the trademark for Verbolten here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So talking about the trademark, next to me is going to be the trademark for Verbolten here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And at the top, you can see that it says Verbolten Forbidden Turn. And for the status, you can see that it says pending and it's live. So that means it is live and is currently being worked on and finalized with Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Now, obviously, if you look at this trademark, I know the vibe you're getting is foreshadowing a revamp for Verbolten here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which I think is a good thing. Not saying Verbolten is bad now. Verbolten is absolutely excellent. But I'm going to get into what I think the revamp will be, is the name. I think the name is definitely changing, for sure. I think the name will honestly be Verbolten Forbidden Turn. It could change, potentially, but I think Verbolten Forbidden Turn is definitely probably going to be the name for the revamp. So what I also think is going to happen with Verbolten is going to be the station. I think the station and the queue is going to have a major revamp. I think they're going to change a lot of stuff with the station and the queue, just how like they did with Loch Ness. They're going to add more aesthetic, more effects, and more theming to it to grasp your attention, just how like they did, just how like they're doing now, but just add more stuff to it so you have more stuff to look at and have enhancements to the queue and the station, which I think is a very much good thing. Honestly, if you ask me, that's a good thing that they're doing that. So is that the layout, the ride vehicle, and the restraints are not changing. Anything about the layout or the vehicles are not changing. What I think is changing also about the experience is going to be the ride experience. If you've ridden Verbolten, you know that Verbolten has 3 different experiences. Now, with these 3 different experiences, I think that Busch Gardens Williamsburg is seeking to do, I think they want to enhance it a lot more. So they're trying to give all 3 different experiences different effects and add it more theming, add more effects to the 3 different experiences. If you ask me, that's a good thing. It's better than nothing, honestly. So I think that's a good thing, because I think all 3 different experiences should have a lot more theming, which it does, but more theming and more aesthetic and just more of that enhanced vibe will give it a great pop as well during the whole ride experience, and stuff like that. So I don't think anything about the layout is changing. Absolutely not. I just think those 3, and honestly, the last thing that I think changed as well is the ride spiel. If you know now, Verbolten's ride spiel is
don't look back as you brave the black forest.
Spiel will change if a revamp eventually happens. I think it's going to change like how they did with Loch Ness Monster. If you take this and look at Loch Ness Monster, it's definitely going to be night and day. Loch Ness Monster is so good with its revamp. They changed the audio spiel. They did a lot more. They added more audio to the lift hill. They added audio down the drop. And then obviously, you know that they added the visual effects in the tunnel. So honestly, how they did Loch Ness Monster, how the positive reviews is for that, definitely is going to affect with Verbolten and have a positive effect with that if they do it just right and stuff like that. But I definitely think the audio spill will change for Verbolten. I don't know what it will be, but I think it will feature the Forbidden Turn. It will have Forbidden Turn in it, which won't be a bad thing as well. But now is where we get to the good part, the process. What I think that Busch Gardens is going to do, because Busch Gardens like to surprise. They like to bring out surprises, like they did with a lot more other things. They like to surprise. So what I think that they're going to do is they're going to let Verbolten ride out for 2020, the rest of 2025, and they're going to let it ride out for 2026. Now, what I think they're going to do is midway through 2026, they are going to give a huge teaser, and the teaser is going to be a Verbolten teaser. Like Susie and all the team says, they love to do teasers. So I definitely think they will do a teaser in the middle of 2026, and then they're going to then let Verbolten ride out more, and then towards Hollowscream, I think they're going to give another teaser and give an announcement. Hey, look, ride Verbolten until so-and-so for your very last rides, but it won't be closing. That's not the reason why you'll get your last rides. Just how like they did with Loch Ness Monster. Remember, they did the exact same thing with Loch Ness Monster. They gave you until before Hollowscream. No, they gave you before between Christmas Town, before Christmas Town to ride Loch Ness Monster before it closes for the season, so they can start that revamp. I think they're going to do the absolute exact same thing with Verbolten. And I think this is going to happen in 2026, and then the revamp will be finalized and it will come together in 2027. I think this will be a 2027 revamp. We could be surprised if this could be a 2026 revamp, but 100% me thinks this will be a 2027 revamp, as we could see a Verbolten revamp happen very soon here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I know this will make a lot of people happy. With just adding a lot more stuff to it, not changing too much about the layout, but just adding more aesthetics and stuff to it, like how it has a positive review with Loch Ness Monster. People already love Loch Ness Monster, and people really love it now with the new audio stuff and a lot more visual effects added to the ride. So yeah, I think that's really what's gonna happen. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this potential revamp for Verbolten. Do you want it? Do you not want it? What do you think about it? And what do you think about the names and stuff and all the effects and stuff like that coming with the revamp of my thoughts on the Verbolten revamp coming very soon, potentially. Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more stuff like this and you want to follow along for the potential revamp and updates like that for Verbolten here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to follow all my socials down below. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.